Morning students, first I give to all of you thanks on my YouTube channels. I am sharing about highlighted questions which is related to the metal and non-metals. Metal and metal carry 10 marks in board examinations. Metal and metal carries 10 marks in board examinations. I request to you, please subscribe my channels and forwarded our topics to your classmate. I hope that our topics either forwarded by you to examinee of 2024 boards. I start my explanations. First questions. First questions. Why is First questions why is sodium kept emerged in kerosene oil emerged emerged in kerosene oil emerged in kerosene oil. Why sodium kept emerged in kerosene oil? Sodium is the most reactive. Sodium is the most reactive element. Its valency electron is 1. Combined capacity of the combining is 1. When it is kept in air, quickly it react with the oxygen and the form sodium oxides. Also, catching fire is may be produced. What happens also question is the arrangement in the board examinations. What happens when sodium react with oxygens? When sodium react with oxygen, after then formed sodium oxide, Na2, sodium oxide of the sodiums. Hence, sodium must be kept in the kerosene oils. It is quickly oxidized when it react with oxygen, and catching fire may be produced. Why the sodium kept immersed in kerosene oils? Because sodium is the most reactive atoms. Its combining capacity, valency, electron is 1. When it is kept in the air, it it quickly reacts with oxygen and maybe generate catching power conditions. Dear students, next question. Next question, what happens? Next question, what happens? Next question, what happens? What happens? Zinc reacts with solution of FeSO4. What happens? Zinc react with solution of FeSO4. Zn plus FeSO4 in reactive series. Z is the upward from the Fe, iron. Zn is the more reactive than iron. When particle of the irons, files of the particle of the zinc, files of the zinc, dust of the zinc, crystal of the zinc is dropped in the solution of the FeSO4. Fe is replaced by the Zn because Fe is the less reactive than Zn. We obtained ZnSO4. We obtained ZnSO4 or iron is separated. Iron is separated. It is also called displacement reaction, single displacement reaction. In examination, also question be arise. What do you mean by single displacement? Displacement. In displacement reaction, less reactive metals who is present in any compounds is replaced by the more reactive elements. It event is called displacement reaction. It event is called displacement reaction, single displacement reaction. Dear student, next question. Next question. These all question most highlighted question for CBSE बोर्ड बिहार बोर्ड 2024. Question number 3. Show the formation. Show the formation of Na2O and MgO. Na2 and MgO. By the transfer of electron. By the transfer of electron. So dear students, electronic configuration of the sodium 281. Electronic configuration of the oxygen 26. According to the electronic configuration, sodium has a one valency electron. Sodium has a one valency electron. Or oxygen has two valency electron. After time of the durations, their valency electron are changed. Hence, we obtain Na2O. We know that electronic configuration of the Mg 2 at 2 6 because atomic number of the oxygen is 8, atomic number of the magnesium is 12. According to electronic configurations, electronic configurations, valency electron of the Mg2, oxygen, valency electron of the oxygen -2. We know that when magnesium react with the oxygen, their valency electron are interchanged. Mg2O2. 2 is the divided by 2, common factor 2. Hence, 2 is the removed. When it is the divided by 2, these are divided by 2, MgO. Dear students, next number questions. Next number question. Please keep patience and visit carefully. Next number questions here. Next number questions here. Why do ionic compound have high melting point? Why do ionic compound have high melting point? Ionic compound is also called electrovalent compound. Because it compound is the form by the transfer of the electron. It has two type radicals, negative and the positive. When electrovalent compound is the react with the water, electrovalent compound gives their concept radical, roots radical. Hence, electrovalent compound is called ionic compounds. As example, sodium chloride is an ionic compound. Sodium is the positive radical, chlorine is the negative radical. Attraction force between them very strength. Attraction force between them very strong. When we wanted chlorine is separated from the sodium to melt, to separate wanted major quantity of the heat, because attraction force is the very strong between sodium and the chlorine, because their radical are opposite tendency, opposite natures. Hence, attraction force is the very strong. Hence, when we want chlorine separate from the sodium, the two separates a very quantity of the energy must be available. Hence, melting point of the ionic compound is high. It is also called electrovalent compound because it is formed by the transfer of the electron, sodium plus sodium electronic configuration 2 at 1, chlorine 2 at 7, sodium valency electron plus 1, chlorine valency electron minus 1. So between positive and the negative radicals, which attraction force is the generated, that tendency are very strong. Na and the Cl combined with together with strong attraction force. Hence, when we obtain chlorine separate from sodium, yeah, we obtained separate radical positive and negative. To separate must be high quantity of temperature is available, must be available. नेक्स्ट नंबर क्वेश्चन है, नेक्स्ट नंबर क्वेश्चंस, नेक्स्ट नंबर क्वेश्चन, डिफाइन, नेक्स्ट नंबर क्वेश्चन डिफाइन, डिफाइन टर्म मिनरल, मिनरल और गैंग, गैंग, मिनरल और गैंग. Any substances which are obtained from inside the earth, any substances which are obtained inside the earth is called mineral, as coal, petroleum, Fe2O3, Fe3O4, Fe3O4, zinc sulfate, CNG, natural gas, natural gas, calcium carbonate. These are called minerals whose substances are found, yeah, be obtained inside the earth, or in which from in which ores be obtained easily way from by the easily way metal. Which mineral has metallic property? From which ores we will obtain easily process, easily any type of the metal is called ore. As example, Fe2O3, Fe3O4, ZnCO3, ZnSCU. These are called ore because it ore has iron, it ore has iron, zinc, metal. In which ores has, yeah, in which ores is available any type of the metal tendency, metal property, that substance is called the ores. All matrix impurities are available in ore is called gangue. All impurities whose are present in ore is called gangue. Normal impurities which are present in ore is called gangue. So, dear student, what is the difference between mineral ore and the gangue? These are highlighted questions for 2024 examining. It is also related to the metal and non-metal. Next question. Next question. What do you mean by what are amphoteric oxide? Amphoteric oxide. Give two example. Give two example of amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide. Example. Example of amphoteric oxide. Aluminium oxide Al2O3 and zinc oxide. Epithoric means ubhayadharmi oxide. Who oxide react with acid and bases, but they form same type of the substances. Salt in the water. Which substances is easily react with acid and bases, but they form same type of the substances as like salt in the water. After then, these example are called amphoteric oxide. Al2O3 6HCl 2AlCl3 3H2O. Al2O3 2NaOH 2Na AlO2 plus H2O. Aluminum oxide, here HCl, here bases sodium hydroxide. But they formed when aluminum oxide react with HCl and the sodium hydroxide and formed salt and water. Therefore, aluminum oxide is called amphoteric oxide. Similarly, ZnO 2HCl, ZnCl2 H2O, ZnO 2NaOH Na2 ZnO2 H2O. So dear students, here zinc oxide is also called amphoteric oxide. First equation, zinc oxide react with the hydrochloric. Second equation, second step, zinc oxide react with the bases. But they form zinc chloride and sodium zincate. Salt and water. salt, water, acid, bases. It is the most important question, very most, very most for the 2024 board exam. What do you mean by amphoteric oxide? It is also arrangement in the multiple choice questions. Which is the amphoteric oxide? Zinc oxide, aluminum oxide. Next number question. Next number question. Next number question. State two-way ways to prevent the rusting of the iron. When iron is kept in open climate, after some days, iron react with oxygen and form ferric oxide. Brown layer is the coated outer surface of the iron. Reddish brown layer is the called rust. It event is the called rusting. Iron is the most reactive metals. Iron is the most reactive metal when it is kept in the open climate with moisture. Climate must be moistures and oxygen. There are three factors for rusting: metal, oxygen, and the moisture, water, vapor, steam. When iron is kept in open climate, some days, iron react with oxygen and make iron oxide, which color is the reddishly brown. Reddish brown layer is coated on the outer surface of the iron article. That reddishly brown is called rust. It events is called rusting. To prevent the rusting, galvanization. Galvanization is the methods in which liquid coated of the zinc on the outer surface of the iron article. It events is called galvanization. Other way, apply the paint on the outer surface of the iron article. Apply the paint outer surface of the iron article. Next number question. Platinum, gold, and silver. Are used to make jewelry. Platinum, gold, and the silver, non-reactive metals, but sometimes silver corrodes. When the silver react with the sulfur, who is the present in the climate, they formed silver sulfide. Its color is the black. Sometimes platinum, gold, silver are situated in bottom in the reactive series of the metal. Reactive series in the metal. Platinum, gold and silver are situated in reactive series in the bottoms. Hence we say that these are less reactive metals. Hence these are used to the make jewelry. So dear students, today I am sharing near about 6 questions which are called highlighted questions, which is related to the metal and metal. It carries 10 marks in the board examinations. So dear students, in the last I request to you subscribe my channel and forwarded you to your classmates. I hope that you will be subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.